friends, welcome back to the channel. It's Angela, the traveling crafter, and I'm here with a little thrifting Clear Lake video. So it was citywide yard sales. Lucky me. They do it 3 times a month. Or no, not 3 times a month. I would be in trouble. 3 times a summer. June, July, and August. And so I've actually been here coincidentally. I did not plan it that way. The last 2 months. So I am going to show you, now you want to stick around to the end because I have done some projects with some of the things. If you're interested in seeing how I use some of these things, stay till the end. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up thrifting first, and then I'll show you some of my yard sale finds. What is that? Oh. And then I'll show you what I made. So the first thing I have is, this was $5, which apparently initially it was $25, but it is a recipe binder set, has 2 binders, 100 recipe cards, and a bonus binder spine insert. So I've taken one out because that's one of the things I'm going to show you, but I'm going to place this underneath. There's some little cubbies over here. I'm still at the lake, so I'm going to put them there, and I will use them to put ephemera in. But I just thought these are really cool, and I experimented with one of them. They have never been used, so they have the sleeves and all of these, what do you call them? Recipe cards. It comes with these little labels. It comes with all of these. Now, these aren't really my colors. I'm not really a fallish kind of person, so I'll probably use these for something else, but I think we can make these pretty cute. And you'll see what my test was to begin with. And see what you think. I picked up, well, actually, this is the game. And look at that. It also has a thing that I can put papers in, so that's fantastic. Just a little something to stick underneath there. And what did I say it was called? I don't even know. Oh, The World of Wall Street. And I think everything is in it. But I am going to take it apart, and I have made some things with this too. So I probably will not keep the box. I'm just going to take them out. But there's these record of transactions. Most of them are blank. There's these little cards. There is a whole bunch of money, honey. Look at all that money. And they're kind of cool. They're very different. 1 million, 10 million, 100,000, 5 million. There we go. So there's all of that. I'm just going to take them out now so that why touch it twice, right? There's these little game tokens. More of these, and these are cool because there's a lot of colors. There's orange, blue, 2 colors, or teal, yellow, green, red, and brown. So lots of little cute little things. A die, and then these little cute little things that could be put on bangles, right? Oh, there's the directions, and oh, that's cool. I didn't see that in there. The stock calculator. So that was what was in there. I'm going to put these little things over here. And then this is the rules and regulations. But I'm not going to keep the... Well, maybe I should keep the box. More storage, because this went inside of that other thing. I'll just leave that in there for now. And we'll get rid of this stuff. I did pick up, not at the thrift stores, but when I went to get this silly thing, which no one should have to wear one of these when it's hot outside. But I woke up this morning, I got out of my chair, and I had this horrible pain down right where the bone is, you know, down into, across here and down here. And I mean, I think I have a pretty high pain tolerance, but it hurt and did not stop hurting. So Dave said, you probably need to go get a brace and put it on there and try to use it. Well, I'm glad I did because it still hurts pretty bad, but I'm trying my best. I can't really craft with it, so that's a problem. And I can't paint, so that's also a problem, but I'm hoping that maybe by tomorrow it will feel better. So I'm going to make it. It's just, it doesn't feel good. So yeah, there's that. Okay, real quick, I'll go through these books. This book is a Jio Fujikawa book, and it's a board book. I'm going to put this at the rental for kiddos to play with. I did go, if I need to edit, I will stick a picture in. I bought 2 wooden caned office chairs for $7 a piece, and then I bought this book. So I paid $15. But this is, let's see, when is this? 1959. Original music arrangements 1942. It is a first edition. I haven't seen this cover before, so I thought that was kind of cool. And I love these colored songs. So I got that. I got a Where Did Baby Go? I got an Oscar book. So I didn't have one of these for myself, but I did find one for Denise. I'm going to keep looking because I think the one I sent her was a little bit rough, or I'll send her this one if she needs it. And the monster at the end of the book. This will probably go into a live sale. I think I already have, I'm pretty sure. There was a lot of Sesame Street going on and a lot of strawberry shortcake, which you'll see in a different video. So let's see. I got the We Help Daddy book, which is Eloise Wilkin by Minnie Stein. You know, you can't go wrong with these. And so these 2 I'll probably just leave on the shelf here. And I think the nursery rhymes one I might put in my personal collection. I don't know yet. Read with Dick and Jane. I do have a Dick and Jane book up here. I might put that in the live sale too. I did get this Celebrating 100 Years of Jell-O because I can never pass up a Jell-O book. But there's not a ton of stuff in here, but there are some kind of cute things. So, like all of the little vintage things. So I'll, probably after this video, I'll mine all those things. Then I got this to keep up here too. Or maybe I'll take it. Maybe I'll put it in my travel bag, which right now is just staying up here. But I thought this was really cool. It's Watercolor With Me by Dana Fox. And see, this is the problem. I do write with my right hand. I can write with my left hand, but I am very much left hand dominant. So that's why I have to like rethink. This is from 2018. So like it hurts to turn the pages. And so it's got different, you know, using wet on wet, dry on wet. And then it's got all of the little directions. But I thought it'd be fun just to play with and practice. So I'll put that in my travel bag down here. And then this one was, this was at Salvation Army, I believe. And I think that I've seen this before, but I didn't buy it. So this is going to probably come to a live sale as well. But isn't it stinking cute? It would make a, actually it'd make a pretty, I do have tons of cat, maybe I should turn this into a cat journal because I have tons of stuff still. That's what I'll do. So there you have it with those books. Then, let me see, let me move these out of the way. I got a few little things. And remember, I'm going to show you some of the things that I've made with it. Just, I mean, I literally just whipped it up. I did find some colored sleeves. So I'm going to keep those up here too. I have some, I think I still have some at home. But, well, here, I should pull one out so you can see what they look like. You know what? Can you even see anything? I guess you can. There you go. There you go. Let me see how far. All right, I need to make sure I don't go like I'm going to remember that. So I picked up those. Those are kind of fun. I picked up some of these. I picked up a trivia party game. I will probably take these home with me because they're like 70s and 80s trivia. Let's see. Oh, those are the answers. What town was featured in The Music Man? Well, it was filmed in Mason City, right? I'm pretty sure. Well, River City. But Mason City is where it started. What great actress won an Oscar for her role as Jezebel? And that was Bette Davis. So, you know, I thought those were kind of cute. So the 70s for the retro journals. Then I got some of these fasteners. I don't know. They were 50 cents. I can never pass them up. I love to rust them. So I just got some to keep up here as well. I'll put those up with the stapler. And then I picked up, what else did I pick up? I'm going to leave those little things up here too. I should probably put those in a better spot. This adorable garden folk book. And this is by, this series includes the following titles: Happy Days, Garden Folk, The Enchanted Forest, and Pixieland. So those are all books that you can get in this series. This one is called Garden Folk, which has an adorable cover. I just want to have options when I come up here because, you know, there's a million quilting books up here, but I'm not going to cut apart most quilting books. But I don't have a lot of little things, and I don't want to have to. I want to be able to just like freely create when I'm up here. So it's nice to have just a few things. And you know I'm not going to pass up the Joy of Jello, and it was laying right there on top, and I had to have it. So I'll keep that up here too. See, choices, choices, choices. Then I have the Bedding Plant Expert. Now I couldn't decide if I wanted to get this, but the pages are not very shiny. And I think that there's just a lot of things that you could do with these. Oh, I gotta do this. I don't know. I mean, I just made something really simple with it this time. Then I got two of these books, Fruit and Berries and Bulbs. So let me just show you one. I don't really remember these being that wonderful inside. I guess there's some. So I'll probably go through these, and I'll keep the covers and use those for my tulip and my strawberry journals. So put those on, go through them. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't get another Sesame Street book. Again, I do not need this, but I thought this one particularly had a lot of good images in it. And I loved these. And then there's one other. I actually pulled a look at Barkley. I pulled it out. See, I thought these would be really cute. Like a page tuck. Yeah, I just like those. Where is it? Oh, this is the one I pulled out. I was going to use it on the sample thing, but I didn't. Sam the Robot. Just, I really liked the ones that were in this, so. That one. And then I did get How to Grow Annuals. And this one's a little more shiny. And I don't know. I mean, I think the reason I got it mostly was because I was like, okay, these are big pages. I can, you know, it's got flowers in it. And I love zinnias. So that's really why I bought it. I can guarantee it. And then lastly in this little stack, Truth, I bought it because it was the edges were pinked. If you can see that. But I think that there's a lot of cool things in here, and this would, because I have access here to a lot of fabric, I thought it would be cool to try some of these, and I was not wrong. So, I will show you something from this page that was my inspiration. So, here, I'll keep that one out. I got another Rachel Ashwell Shabby Chic book, but I already have this one. It's going to be on display in the Belle Rose in our rental, and so I have free reign to play with this one, so I'm excited about that. And this one is from $1996, but I just love her. I love her. I think she was she coined the phrase shabby chic, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but that's what I thought. Okay, it hurt. I'm not going to put that up there. This actually was from a yard sale as well. Was Rachel Ashwell? I don't remember. These last few definitely were. But this was free. This was from College Humor 1920 to 1921. But that has some really cool images in it. Now, these don't all, like that one I think is really pretty. And, like, that's cute. And then it's got some funny things and some that are just like, oh, okay, oh, that's over my head. But, you know, 1920s. So that one was kind of fun and free. You like free. I mean, who doesn't, right? I did get The Complete Adventures of Curious George, and I feel like I might have this. So I'll take it home, and if I do, then I'll probably bring this to a live sale because I do not need 2 of them. But I couldn't leave it behind. This is from a yard sale as well, and it was $1, so that was fantastico. And then this I think is really cool, and I believe it's going to make a really awesome journal. It's a little faded on the side, but this is all cross stitch. It's embroidered, and it says Country Countdown. And look at this. Get your tail out of his face. Isn't that neat? And so I feel like, all right, so I feel like you could probably put a signature here. What did I figure out? I think I could probably add a signature there. I could definitely add one in the middle and sew it in. Or I could add one here and here. The little sheepies. It's very well done. Isn't that neat? Look at the cat with the mice. And then the cow. So I just thought that was super, super special. So that, oh no. Wait. Then I picked up this. Now, the absolute only reason I bought this is because of the colors on it. So, snap. Ouch. And there's nothing really exciting inside, except some kind of funny things. One thing we get more of for our money these days is requests. If you would make the road to accomplishment a little shorter, go to school a little longer. Okay, little kids graduate from skipping rope to skipping classes in a very few years. So it's just kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I just thought this was really cool. Cool cover. And then this is probably my favorite find. I have never found this in the wild. I did not know it existed. Tell me if you've seen this before. Which, first of all, it's just pretty cool. Right here, right? But then you open it up. Oh my goodness, the colors. Oh, And this is from 1972. But check this out. Like, so that's got all of the greens. But then look at that. And then each one of these has these, you know, kind of retro, funky colors and patterns on them. I fell in love with it. So this is going to be a fun journal to make. Oops. Oh, and each one of these are actually a pamphlet. And then you can perforate them. Well, that's cool. So, that's what I got. Oh, see, there we go. This one's been all perforated. And, yeah, curtains. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I personally have just never seen one of these in the wild. Now, did I need another binder? No. Absolutely not. I would be ashamed to tell you how many I had, but it's a lot. So, those are all of the things that I got. These are kind of all the non-thrifted or yard sale finds. I got this today because I have a really cool outfit that it will go with. It's just, this is not, I mean, I don't know how old it is. It's from Sonoma, so that's what, Target or maybe Kohl's? I'm not sure. I got this cute pillow. Isn't that neat? To go in the Belle Rose. I got this, which really makes me happy. We all have stockings like this. Probably and it was $2. But it's a tree skirt. So I was excited about that. And I do have a tree here. So I'll probably use that up here too. And then I have been looking for a hot pink purse with gold chain. Now, I was really wanting one in my head that was all gold. But this one I've spent a little bit more on. But hey, the ones I saw online were like expensive. So it was only $10. It wasn't like it was crazy. And then, well, okay, I'll maybe have to take another picture. I bought another, man, what's my thing with office chairs? 60s or 70s green rolling office chair. It looks like it's brand new. It's so cute. But at that sale, this guy was cleaning out, I think it was his uncle's stuff. And I said, well, how much do you want for this? And he said, $1. And the chair was $4. And I just peeked at it. I didn't even open it up. And here, let me get it the right way. So when we got it home, I went with my brother-in-law, Dave. I said, Dave, will you open that up? And I was like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. So there's little bunnies on the ends and squirrels in the middle. There's little squirrels. I'm not sure what that's all about. And then there's some other animals. Oh, I guess they're the bunny rabbits up at the top too. So that was fun. And then I picked up, oh, I guess I got some Trinkies in here. I'll just bring them all over here. But I'm saving the best for last, and then I'll show you what I made today. So I told you Sesame Street was on the loose. So I got this little guy. I think both of these were $3. So I got Big Bird and Ernie, Oscar, and Big Bird. And then I got this. This is from 1986. And this was cute. So this one came from a yard sale. And this one and this both came from my favorite thrift store up here. And this young man, he saw my cart and he said, I see you like Sesame Street. And he went into this whole diatribe of history about Jim Henson, the Muppets, Sesame Street. And he's a huge fan. And You can watch him on Disney Plus, he said, all the way back from the very beginning. And he met Mr. Hooper, he told me. So, he was a very lovely young man. I did get this. First of all, I loved it for the strawberries. And when I looked at it at first, I didn't think that there was any strawberry note cards in it. But I did like, this was from a yard sale too. Remember when they used to shellac bread and make things? Those are pictures of that. There's some of these. I like this one with the little mushies that come out of it. So I was like, oh, those are cute. I'll get it. Because I'll probably use the box. But then, lo and behold, there's a tiny stack of these little postalettes. So, with strawberries on them. So that made me happy. And then there's, I did not know that was in there. One with the flowers. And then some note paper as well. So, fun stuff. And then, and I know you're going to say, well, wait a minute. This next thing is not your favorite. Well, I do love it. And it will go on my display. And what's in here, you might also enjoy. But I got 2 bags. Well, no, there were 4 bags. And they had $8 on them. And I was like, oh, I don't want to pay that much. So they went in and asked. It must have been their son or something that had all of these, and he gave me a bargain. So I did buy them, but I think that they're super, super cute. I have a picture. I need to put those up on my website. And then I got some bear playing cards, which these will, let's do it this way. Hopefully this won't come off there. But they are in there, and they're cute. I love this pink bear. Goodness gracious. There they are. So, those are the Trinkies, but the very best thing that came out was the first thing that I found. And again, I was with my brother-in-law. Dave didn't want to come. Yes, it's a sleeveless turtleneck. And it goes with that t-shirt. This all came together. Well, Abercrombie shirt, very soft, by the way. Then it came with this shirt. You getting any ideas? And then it came with that and that. Bert and Ernie costumes. Yes, I am serious. I do have a photo. I'm going to have to edit this one because now I have 3 things to show you. I'll show you the picture of Dave and I. I also bought one of those, you know, the enamel 3-tier carts. I bought one of those too, so we weren't far from home. So I brought these home and I made Dave try it on with me. I was so excited. I think I could probably find better shirts, but these were like, they're big, like they were extra large. So, Dave could definitely wear them, and they're really soft. So, but I was thinking, I need to look, but I thought Bert's turtleneck, I thought it was long. Maybe I'm not. I thought he wore a long sleeve turtleneck over, underneath his t-shirt, but I could be wrong. Aren't those precious? And these are adult size. They're not kid size. So score on, I told you there's a lot of Sesame Street. So that is everything. Now, let me show you some of the things that I made out of the stuff that I brought home. All right. So first of all, I did cover this one. Now, it's fine on the inside, but I knew the fabric on the front is vintage, and I knew it was really thin, and I should have probably not used it because, look, you can see the glue, but I think when I get the topper on it, it will be fine, but I'm going to have a resolution for the back. So, and the first fabric that I cut out were these two. So I need your advice if I should use, because I'm like, well, that's not really cookbookish. It's more fashion-y. So I think I might just stick these back away and find something different for them. Use these pieces for something else. I'm guessing. Wow, I just got all. I used one of those CD sleeves just to make it, stick a couple pieces of paper in there and just made it like that. I know that lighting is really bad in here. I'm sorry. Here's one from that garden magazine. I just made it into a flip out tag. That was from this is not from anything. This is from when I made the washi. The book with the strawberries, I made this pocket. And this actually wraps around a page. So then you have 2 pockets on this side and a whole bunch of pockets on this side. So I made that. I was just trying to use up some of those. This is one of those cards. I just made it into a pocket. And then added a little rack and some seam binding. This was made out of the envelopes that were inside of there. So I just stuck a bunch of them together. And I literally just whipped these together pretty quickly. But I really like to make the envelope little folios. This is from, name I can't remember, Garden Folk. I like the little moles or voles or whatever. I think they look really cute. So I just made that into a little folio with a pocket. This is from the Sesame Street book. I made this tall tag and then the smaller tag. This was where I used the inspiration. This is from the Shabby Chic book, from the Rachel Ashwell book. But when you turn it over, this is what I did as part of the inspiration from that page. Let me show you, just so you can see it again. So I'm going to keep this book up here so I have some fabric inspiration, but that's what it looks like. They just used little pieces and then tiny little ribbons. They used all the same ones, but I thought that was cute. And then I used a couple, this is one of those trivia cards. I just collaged that on the back of it. This is some of the money, the play money, and this is from the other garden book. This one I didn't do anything with. There's another one, just a little journal card. And I didn't have any, I'm sure I have sandpaper at the duplex, but I didn't go look. I made a little pocket out of that one and then a journal card with the other. So this is from one book and this is from another. There's another one. Here is this is what I made from that 1920 free book. So I haven't even folded this yet, but I just made a little tiny folio, and this was a book jacket, an old book jacket. So I just made that into a little flippity flop. This is one of the game cards, and I just backed it on the back. We used a little Zoe. I have her, I have a book that I'm fussy cutting out of, so I just used that, and then used some of the game money and playing pieces in there. And then lastly is the Jell-O book, and then this record of transactions, which is also from the game. So I just cut out this green Jell-O. It's actually Ring Around the Tuna. And then I kept the recipe and added a little piece of rickrack and then made that little tag to go on it too. So I made a lot of stuff out of, all of my finds today. Well, not today, but, and I think it's kind of good to, I know you see a lot of my videos and you're like, geez, what's she do with all this stuff? Well, a lot of it I sell to all of you, but When I don't, I think it's helpful to see kind of how things are used. So I hope you enjoyed that a little bit. And friends, I hope you come back again. Until next time, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.